Welcome to Video for All, where I ask the question if customers love them, and it's never been easier to make them, and we no longer need to be perfect on them, then just what is it that is stopping us and our businesses from embracing this wonderful, powerful medium called video? And today, joining me on my journey to democratize video for business is a technical product manager who is much, much, much more than just a technical product manager. His name is Leo Prada. He's from Buenos Aires. He's using simple video in a very clever way to create networks of people. It's called hashtag Meet Leo's Contacts, and he's going to explain it right now. So, Leo, hello, and what is hashtag Meet Leo's Contacts?
Hi, yeah, thanks for having me. I figure out that video is something that, like you said, we can all do. Our mobiles are more powerful than ever, and I think this is something that I found very powerful for networking because when you're talking on the camera, it's a lot different than when you're writing. When you're writing, you never know how the other person is going to read what your intentions are. But in video, you have body language and other unsaid things like your eyebrows and stuff like that. And one night, I was before I go to bed, I have, for me, brilliant ideas, but I never write them down. And this one, I said, it sounds like a good idea. I'm going to write it down. And the idea was, I'm going to give my contacts the opportunity to introduce themselves by recording a video of themselves and sort of a elevator pitch on video, and just mention what you do or what you like to do or stuff like that. Just talk about what is good for you. And some people reacted really well to this one. And at first, I went to the people in my network that I knew that they are already making videos and they have some marketing experience. So I thought they're gonna be more, I don't know, natural on the video, and they immediately said yes, I like that one. And and as you know, the algorithm in LinkedIn is not going to show that video to all of my contacts, but you never know. Maybe you make a video and somebody saw it and they think, oh, look, what he does is something I need or something that someone else needs, but I can refer them. And that was the idea behind it. So.
But you're a product manager. Why is creating a networking community where you're, in a sense, servicing other people? Why is that important
hmm
to you?
And I figure out that what I do in the software company I work for is something that I like doing, being in the middle of the projects and talking to the customer, talking to the software developers, and getting things done. And this was something that I saw like as a plus, something that I do because I thought it was fun. And if in the process I get to help someone, then I'm really happy about it. Someone told me, I don't remember who, one of the 50, 60 people that I have already on video told me, uh, someone saw my video which you posted and they contacted me. So I was happy knowing that in a way it worked. So no, I just for the fun of helping others. And I've had people. My network is mostly people from Latin America, United States, and Croatia because I have a strong relation with Croatia. My wife is Croatian, my son is Croatian, and I have a lot of people in the network from Croatia and neighboring countries. So those are the main three languages I have videos on this project. But for instance, I was talking to Connection last week, and he told me my English is not so good. I said you could do it in Arabic if you tell me what you're saying. And
Yeah.
I don't have a way to check, but
So, what do you hope this will achieve? Now, I mean, what has it achieved with 60 or so people now? What would you like to see it grow to, and what would you like to see happen if it grows large?
I haven't really thought about it. For now, it's because sometimes I talk to people and they say, "Oh yeah, um, right now I'm transitioning jobs, or I have a new project coming on, which I would like to talk about on the video, but that's like 4 months from now. Is it going to be active?" I said, "For now, it's an ongoing thing, and I haven't thought about what if it grows, because it's going, I would say, slow, and I haven't thought about it, so I don't know.
That's right.
That's
Because
scary.
what had occurred to me, Leo, was like what you are creating is almost like a LinkedIn with inside LinkedIn itself. It's like you're creating your own mini version of
uh,
LinkedIn. I was fascinated when I saw the idea. I haven't thought it through. I don't know particularly what it can do, but I just love the idea. And of course, I love the idea because it was video. Now, are you
mhm.
a video native? Do you feel comfortable on video? Because certainly Zers that are Gen Zers that are coming through now are more comfortable natively on video. Do you struggle on video? What's been your journey?
I'm a bit older than that, so I was born in the 70s. But I was thinking today, when I was thinking about our conversation, when I was about 15, 16, we had a camcorder VHS, and I love to play schemes, and I don't know, put a Genesis song and then lip sync to it. Uh, then I was really embarrassed if someone else saw it. So, but I was kind of preparing for this, and in in LinkedIn, I have LinkedIn since 2008, but I really started building and doing stuff in 2016. And at that time, I was looking what others did and then recording some videos. But it was always like on the walk to the office, like 6 a.m. when there's no one around, and so people don't see me. Or even now, I think I'm a bit better than what I was at the beginning, regarding to in regards to being ashamed of recording the video. I usually do them in the street and kind of a movement and stuff like that. That I think it became more natural, but it's not like my 16-year-old daughter. We are in different levels.
Yeah. So what stories had you told yourself in your head about video? Like the fear, like if I hop on video, then this, maybe negative things would happen. Did you tell yourself stories like that? Were they holding you back? And then when you started to use video on LinkedIn, what did you actually experience that video did for you and people's reaction to those videos?
Yeah, I think the thing I thought about the most, and I still think, is the same with dancing. People are gonna think I'm stupid. That's what I think. I'm gonna look stupid. But for instance, last week I got one of my connections. He told me he follows my videos, and he saw on the background some of the buildings. We live like 2 blocks away, but I wasn't aware of that. But he saw like the I don't know, the store in the corner. So he said, "I think we are neighbors." And then we started talking, and next week we are going to go for a coffee and see. We work in the same field and so on, and that's what I like the most about this. Uh, I try to push away the inner critic who says you're gonna look stupid, and then I try to remember these type of conversations. People who say, "I like your videos," and I don't know. Sometimes I talk about what I'm gonna have for breakfast. Like this week, I was hungry, and I said, "No, I'm gonna have a sandwich." And sometimes I talk about some other stuff. So I think it's people tell me they like this everyday conversation kind of thing I have. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
and that's
still
it.
get the voice in my head saying you're gonna look stupid.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean it's a good point you made bringing up dancing because I feel so awkward dancing. Like my greatest fear in life is karaoke. I do. If so, I can't sing, I can't dance, but I'm comfortable in front of the camera now. There was a stage I wasn't, but I am now. So it's always good to hear people like you remind me that yes, go back and connect with my fear about dancing, because that is what people feel when I'm talking and encouraging them to get on video. Um, what there was? Oh, you mentioned something, and I now forgotten what it was. I wanted to follow up on it.
It'll come
It
back to you
yeah,
later.
it'll
Yeah.
it'll it'll, it'll come back. So I mean, let's talk about the mechanics of hashtag Meet Leo's contacts. So number one, explain, because now I've learned not to assume that people understand everything. So can you explain why you put the hashtag first, and then why you chose Meet Leo's contacts?
Yes, I was thinking about how can I name it, and I thought, okay, that sounds simple enough. I'm not sure how many Leos are doing something similar, uh, and I thought maybe that's a good idea for the hashtag. And in the beginning, I wasn't given any directions or instructions on how to do it, so I was getting videos, landscape and videos like this, different ratios and whatever. And even though I still don't have any rules about what to say, how to do it, and so on, I have a like a short email I send people who are interested, and then I tell them, if you can, please record a landscape. Try to make uh, your biggest effort not to be over 3 minutes. Usually 1.5 to 2 minutes is what I've seen. I have some longer ones, and it's okay, because if you have something to say, then it's okay. If you're rambling around your thoughts for 3 minutes, then but it's okay the same, because I tell people, and usually I have this conversation with people whose native language is not English, and they ask me, should I do it in English or in Spanish or in Croatian? And the answer is whatever will work best for you. If your audience is, I don't know, companies from the United States, go for English. If you're doing something local in your country, go for your language. As long as I understand or you tell me what you're saying, if it makes any sense to connect to that audience.
So let's go back a step. If
Mhm.
so, people come and somehow they find you, or are you on LinkedIn? What do they actually see? What's the prompt for them to go? Oh, this sounds interesting. I should do this. And so, what's the how do you get them to see the value in creating a video for hashtag Meet Leo's contacts?
Sometimes I start the conversation like, I don't know if you've seen what I'm doing with
Yeah,
the
yeah. I've gone and had a
hashtag,
look.
and
Yeah.
no, not you. I mean, that's the
Oh.
conversation. So I say, I don't know if you've
Ah.
seen what I'm doing, and they say, sometimes they say, oh yeah, I saw it, and I saw such and such, because we have like uh, connection. How do you say? I forgot the word. Like together the same connection, and I saw such and such doing the video, and it was fun. And then I say, would you like to be on it? You think it would be valuable for you? Many people say, uh, I'm not a video person, and they say, thank you, it would be awesome, but no thank you. Uh, and uh, and I have a connection in Croatia. He's a photographer, and right now he's doing like a workshop about losing the fear of being in front of the camera. And he has like several. Every week, he gives his students something to do with the camera, like record here, do this, say that. And I keep on telling him, you have to do like the final one has to be video for me. And some of them have reached out and they said, oh, now I don't have fear of camera, maybe I could do it. But it's usually I start the conversation, or maybe if I posted a video and I see someone who liked it, and I think maybe they'd be interested, then I start the conversation and see if they would like to be on it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and one of them said, How much is it? I said, no, it's free. I'm just doing it because it's fun and maybe helpful.
Yeah, I actually think it's a very smart move. I think with the move towards community building, to someone being the linchpin in, as Seth, I don't know if you've read anything that Seth Godin writes, but his famous book, The Linchpin, where you create yourself as the center of as a hub of a
Hmm.
network. I just think it's very, very smart, and I'm honestly going to steal the idea because
Okay.
and promote the idea. And I'll reference back to I got it from you, but I think it's a wonderful way because I try to help people show up on video, and people
Hmm.
need to feel it's safe. And I just think having this as a project for meet Julian's contacts for whatever I call
Of
it,
course, yeah.
but it's a great safe way that they can make an early video and put it in
Right.
and then maybe get some feedback on it from other people. And when they
Hmm.
feel they don't get that criticism, and because you've been through this, I've been through this, when you put yourself out there, you fear. You were saying people will say you're silly, but you just fear criticism. And then you realize that actually nobody says anything. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Actually, getting people to say anything is harder than stopping criticism coming back. That it's just not a big as deal as people make it out to be. So I'm going to use that. What's the take up rate that you find? So if you pitch this idea, mention it to someone, how many people actually go and make a video?
I think it's difficult to say because some of them say, like I said before, I have a I don't know, I'm changing jobs, I'm moving somewhere else. Talk to me in about 2 months, and then they eventually, when I ping them back, and they say, "Oh yes, I remember, but I'm still busy," or I don't know, I got coronavirus. That I heard a lot that one like in the past 3 months. I don't have a voice and stuff like that. But most of the people who said they would do it, they eventually did it. So and about the criticism, I got one person who told me this is a stupid idea. He didn't use the words, but it still sounds like it's a stupid idea. And I rumbled about it for like 2 days, and my wife said, you have all these people who are saying how fun it was and how they like it, and then there's one guy that said it's a stupid idea. Just let it go. Someone you can't like everybody. Like you can't have everyone to like you. Like same thing as you don't like everyone. So, and I'm working on it.
Yeah,
So,
and that's interesting because what I tell people is that we over blow up what we think the criticism, the effect of that criticism on video is. But if you put that into the real world and you walked into a room full of 20 people and 19 of those people said, yeah, oh, yeah, it's great. I love that. And one of them said, nah, I don't think it's a very good idea. You just go, oh, yeah, okay. It's you go, 19 people thought it was great. Yet when we put ourselves on online and one person makes a comment, it's like a dagger to the heart, and
mhm.
it really hurts. So it's strange how we do this on video. Look, I think it's a terrific thing that you're doing, Leo. I'm going to
Thank you.
follow what you're doing. I'll keep you updated when I create my
With
version
your
of it, and we
front.
can have some dialogue back and forth. Is there anything else that I've missed out on here that you think people should know?
No, I think that the if I would have to say give an advice to people who are afraid of the camera, just do it. Eventually, it will become more natural. I know I am struggling with my which putting everywhere in the conversation. My daughter says you have to edit your videos. That this is so I don't know, but
Yeah.
this is something that you the more you do it, the better you get at it. So
Yeah,
just
and
go
okay,
for it.
All right, so I'm just going to follow on that because it's an important point. There's times and places to take out your ums and ahs. If it's long form content, it's actually okay to have ums and ahs in it. I mean, I do it all the time. And I speak, and when I speak on stage, I don't say an and an ah because I'm on, it's the venue and the time and the moment is right for me to be direct. And it's also content that I know and I'm saying over and over and over again. Yet for me to come on and talk to you here and I'm processing, you're giving me a new idea and I'm thinking about it, ums and ahs will come out and it's
Hmm.
quite acceptable. So I say to your daughter, okay, so now your daughter, all she's doing is protecting herself. She doesn't want her dad to be the one who has the ums and ahs. If it was someone else, it would be okay. She's just being very protective. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I get that. Hey, thanks very much, Leo. Just stay there for 1 sec while I finish off here. As always, if you want a safe place to get comfortable in front of the camera so you can start showing up on video and win more trust, more authority, which ultimately is going to lead to more clients, then come and visit us at New Video Professionals Club. And it's easy to find let me say that again, www.newvideoprofessionals.com. All right, see you next episode. Hooroo.